What's going on, guys? Welcome to another banger video on the channel. My name is Mad Max. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I made a last video. I think I made it was me throwing up or something. But yeah, it's been a very long time because there hasn't really been anything interesting happening because of this whole quarantine thing. So yeah, sorry about that. But today's story was sent in by a subscriber. You guys may know him. I mentioned him in a video. You might know him as ya boy in the last video where I threw up. Anyways, guys, make sure you press the like button or else a spoiled rich kid will come to your house and demand all your money. Yeah, you don't want that to happen, especially in the summer of 2020 because you'll need to pay for their yachts. So yeah, guys, let's get started on today's banger video, boys. So in this video, a bunch of kids stole a golf cart and declared war on a bunch of rich kids. So yeah, it gets pretty crazy, but make sure you guys stay till the end. So in order to start the story, we have to go back to the beginning. So back when this kid was about 6 years old, he and his family moved to a nice small city in California. I'm not going to name this story just for privacy purposes, but anyway, back to the story. So this kid moved to this small city and ended up living in a court. In the court, all the neighbors had kids. There were about 5 boys, including him, and 3 girls. But anyway, one day, all the kids were outside playing with each other, having a good time, and these kids pull up to the court with really nice bikes. Now, these kids were about the same age as the subscriber, and they pull up, and all the kids in the court get an angry face. So the oldest kids in the court walk up to the kids and tell them to get lost, and they just start yelling at these kids to get out of here. So the kids with the nice bike finally decide to leave, and the subscriber goes up and asks who they were and why they yell at them. So the oldest kid said, "They are snobby, spoiled rich kids who come over here in almost every weekend or break. Any chance they get to flex on us or showing off they have cooler stuff than us." And those kids trying to be nice wanted to try it out, asking if they could try out the cool new toys that the kids have. So the kids, being bullies, say, "Of course you can try it for $500, you poor kids." These guys are ruthless. These little rich kids are ruthless. So a few years passed, but when the subscriber was about to enter the 4th grade, that's right, guys, you heard it, he put up with these kids for 3 years and did absolutely nothing. So the summer of them about to go into 4th grade, I guess the subscriber's cousins came to visit or something, and all the adults were doing adult stuff in one of the neighbors' backyards. And all the kids were just chilling out in the front yard, and all of a sudden, about 4 of the rich kids came and rode their overly expensive skateboards, scooters, and bikes and pulled up and started talking smack about how we are poor and stuff. So eventually, they got back to their neighborhood, and the subscribers' cousins come over and say, "You guys are just gonna take this? Come on, let's march over there and go beat them up or something." But the kids here, "Let's go to war with these bullies." So for the next half hour, these kids just start filling water balloons and water guns and Nerf guns. So their plan was to ride over there, talk some smack, and tell the kids if they didn't leave them alone, they would get in a fight. So after they finish getting ready, these kids think, we should have a main vehicle like a giant tank thing. Now, one of these kids in the court, their dad had a golf cart, but since all the adults were at the neighbor's house, so a team of kids went into the house and stole the keys to the golf cart, and they used that to drive over to those rich kids' houses. So the subscriber's cousins were a lot older than him. I'm talking like the oldest cousin was like 18. So he drove the golf cart, and a couple other kids in the golf cart were all the way to the houses. So when they got there, surprisingly, all the kids were outside, and they were about 15 boys and 2 girls in the court. So all the heads turn and look at some kids on bikes and others on the golf cart. So the 3 oldest kids in the court, I guess one of them was the girls, the kid who stood up to the kids when the subscriber first got there, and apparently the subscriber was one of the oldest kids, so he walks over there. The oldest kid in the rich kids' neighborhood walks up and says, "What do you poor kids want?" So the subscriber and the other kids say some stuff, but he doesn't remember what they said, so let's just say they said, "We hate you guys." That's right, you heard it here, folks. These kids went over there and said, "We hate you guys. We truly live in a society." So the rich kids just scoff and say, "Yeah, whatever, dude." So the subscriber, just being the beast that he is, says, "Hey," in a super loud voice, and the rich kid turns around, and the subscriber just chucks a water balloon at full speed at this kid's face. And you know how sometimes water balloons don't break on impact? Yeah, this water balloon bounces off the kid's face, flies about 2 feet in the air, and just smashes on this kid's face. Then the oldest kid in the court yells, "Charge!" And all the kids on the golf cart and bikes just start running around ruthlessly, shooting these kids with Nerf guns and water balloons and water guns, just for your information. And they do that for about 5 minutes before the rich kids realize, wait, we're spoiled. So their parents bought them Nerf guns, but like goated Nerf guns. Like, you know those Nerf guns with the 2 rotating barrels? Yeah, those Yeah, those kids had those kinds of guns. So then the rich kids are fighting back, and the subscriber's neighborhood realizes that they've been fighting for about 30 minutes. So the subscriber screams, "Fall back!" And everyone just starts running. So the rich kids decide to start running after these kids, and they hit an intersection on the street, kind of like a T in the middle of the road, and they stop, turn around, and see 15 boys running after them. So the kids, now this part is pretty awesome, form a blockade using bikes and the golf cart. I can just imagine that. And because the rich kids suck at aiming, they are just getting nailed pretty hard until the subscriber's cousin grabs a water balloon and hurls it so hard that an 8-year-old kid gets nailed in the face and falls to the ground. Now, the subscriber's cousin was about 15 and he did baseball his entire life, so the kid is on the ground crying, and the subscriber, still being a beast, yells, "And stay out of our court, or that will happen to all of you." So the rich kids go home in defeat, and the subscriber's neighborhood cleans up, put the golf cart back in the garage, and they go back in the backyard where all the parents were, and the parents ask, "Hey, where were you guys? We went outside earlier and you weren't there." And these kids lie to their parents' faces and say, "We were at the park." So yeah, guys, that's the end of the story. So make sure you guys press the like button if you like the video. If you want me to do more subscriber stories because nothing really interesting happens to me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go steal a golf cart and declare war on the neighbors. Real talk though, guys. If someone is being a jerk to you, don't try to fight them with water guns and Nerf guns. Just tell an adult. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in another banger video, boys.